Two, one.
Hello, YouTube. What up? It's hi there.
We're
We gotta work
live.
on those intros.
Yeah, we got
I was
this.
thinking next time we could try like a cold intro. Like we'll start talking and then just turn the camera on.
Maybe we should.
I
You
feel
were
like I
just
have it.
mid-design.
We're just mid design. We're just hanging out here. What's up? How's your week going? This is the Hi There Show, YouTube's number one ASMR web design vlog.
Live web design, live Figma web design with two people from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Number
Oh, that's a
one.
good idea. Like stuff those audio keywords in there, right? Like
Oh
design,
man.
Figma will get picked up by the algo.
First
How's your
30
week going?
seconds is crucial.
How's your week going?
Well, I feel cliche saying it, but it feels like it's been a full week, even though it's a short 4-day week for us.
It is a short 4-day week. I kind of almost forgot, which is terrible because I have children and it's Easter,
Ooh,
but it's coming up.
I
We
hope
get
that
this kind of
rabbit
like,
got some candy.
yeah, the Rabbit Candy Day, and we've got April Fools going on, so it's sort of this like extra, maybe extra sneaky kind of, every 7 years it falls on April Fool's Day, and that's when the rabbit comes and he takes all your stuff, and that's what funds the operation for like 7 more years.
Yeah, there's always something missing.
There's always something missing.
Why is there a Bitcoin icon here, Nick?
Why are we doing a
Or
Bitcoin?
a literal Bitcoin?
Well, we wanted to sort of highlight the differences in how web design has changed over the year, was to do sort of a little bit of a design off here. So I'm going to be working on a website the same way I would have in the late 90s, which I think I was on GeoCities and Angel Fire, burning it up over there. So I'm going to be working that way. You're going to be working in the 2021 way. Yeah, 1999,
Woo!
the 2021.
Yeah,
You're going to
design
be working
off.
in the modern way. Basically, we're going to build the same website two different ways.
It's a
I'm going
plot
to get busy
twist.
in Photoshop. You're going to be in Figma. And then hopefully, we're going to bring you, the user, on an education roller coaster as we talk about how things have changed, because things are very different, aren't they?
It's almost like night and day, Nick.
It is very night and
From
day. We used to.
from the way it's built in the back end to the design trends on the front to how now a website will fit on everything from a phone to a television.
Yeah, we don't even say computers anymore. We say screens
Screens or
or
devices,
devices.
mobile devices.
Those mobile devices.
All right, so yeah, this is the design off 1999 versus 2021, and the plot twist I think a little bit, Nick, is that you're designing the retro version and I'm designing the modern version, because the old style is kind of I would say I have maybe more of a technical creativity, and that a nicely designed website, front facing kind of marketing site isn't like my skill set anymore, at
You're trying
least.
to preface that your website isn't going to be visually fancy.
That's maybe not my strong points, and so I default back to like the retro style, as you know, my personal site. um yeah, so this is going to be fun, I think. I
Wait,
usually
hold on. We
default.
should highlight that Ian has a website. Is it porcelainduck.com?
It's ianconrad.com. Let me
Oh,
throw
it's
it up
just,
on the screen real quick.
yeah, you're gonna want to check that out because he's doing it in the style we're talking about. This will come full circle someday. This sort of Space Jam
It's it's
1995.
probably almost like the norm core of web design, maybe. I don't know. It's like the acid wash jeans. But here we go. There's even background music. It's not secure, as we can see. Security wasn't a thing back in the day. Privacy. You didn't have to worry about it because no one knew how to track anybody.
I would say it's less about security and more about under construction gifts.
Yeah, it's very it's user centric in the most, I think, basic and innocent of fashions, where it's like, hey, this is, be careful, this website's under construction.
Well, and look, if you're talking to the W3, you know, the consortium, this is probably how they want you to be designing websites anyway. So I would say that usability, UX, oriented thinking around ianconrad.com is actually pretty good, pretty solid. You click the thing and it happens. How can you argue with that?
I wanted to curate I really hope people will have a great experience. I really did have my visitors in mind.
I don't want to art direct your website, but like a sort of art copy integration there might be that statement that you just said. I want you to have a great experience here. Welcome. That's
Please.
earnest, that's sincere. So okay, why do we have the Bitcoin on the screen? You had an idea about a Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, we needed a fake business to do our websites for, and we landed on crypto. We thought that would be pretty fun because the door's wide open on that shit.
Doors wide open. I don't think anybody's looking into this whole crypto thing.
Yeah, it's no one's like, not in the news.
It's just sitting out there. I don't look at this, the news is a lot. But I would say this crypto thing's about to blow up. And I don't know much about, I like to think that I know things about crypto. And I feel like I know all of the words, but none of what they actually mean.
Yeah. Blockchain and tokens and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, which are, for those of you who don't know, are tokens that cannot be funged. They're not fungible. So I think that's they're very
try and funge those tokens.
It's extremely disruptive and therefore very good. All right. Okay. Well, I'm Nick. I'm down here. I'm picking my desktop. I'm picking my size for my desktop here. I guess we're gonna try and go side to side, head to head here, folks.
Okay, so let's do.
This is a 1440, but
desktop 2021. Can I do emojis in the name field?
Probably. Actually, that's something that I want to find out right now. So you should try.
No. But that's okay. I mean, it is an emoji in the way that they would have been emojis back in 1999.
So wait, does this mean that if you're designing the old site that you have to do it in like 800 by 600?
I was just about to say that. So this site needs to be 800 by 600. We'll do desktop 1999.
Or I guess 800.
I don't know if people can see that UI.
Yeah.
So we'll do 800 by 600, but I don't think it's feasible to work on that. So I'm going to do 1280.
That's
by
fair.
1024 with a canvas that's nested inside this frame just to keep this whole thing watchable.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, I think the fact that we acknowledge the difference is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, are we lined up here? Can we do this?
We don't have to
split screen setup going on.
Torture ourselves.
I'm going to be doing some stuff in Photoshop. Obviously, to do my cool 1999 graphics, I'm going to have to be in Photoshop. So I'm gonna do that stuff and pull it into Figma, which Figma will probably. Photoshop's been depreciated. Like it's in there, but it doesn't export quite in the same way. So way back in the day, you would make a website in Photoshop, just directly in Photoshop, an 800 by 600 square, and then you would use something called the slice tool, and it would slice it into tables. And that's how you made websites.
I remember that. You would say cutting a site. It's time to cut it.
Cut it up.
And I thought that was so cool. And I had very limited HTML knowledge at that time. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's magic. Oh, dude, that looks so good already. All right. So my strategy is I thought about this briefly today, and I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to do.
Okay. I was hoping you would, to be honest.
And yeah, I think crypto's fun. I don't really know what our crypto business is yet, but so I think that's perfect because who knows what crypto businesses really are. And
I feel like there's the exchanges and
this is going to be.
That's kind of it.
So I'm just starting off. The first thing that comes to mind is your typical big hero image, big hero area with your three columns. Now that's kind of boring, but I need to start somewhere.
So you're talking about columns. What are columns?
Oh, like the like the, just like the 3-bit. What am I doing? The 3 text blocks, the 3 columns where, oh, you mean like the grid?
Yeah, like let's. Why
Oh,
dip my
well,
toe in the grid for
so
me here?
when we're
Part the internet a little bit.
columns, so there's a couple different ways to think about this. When I say 3 columns, I mean here's 3 kind of columns of content. Usually there's like an image and a heading and a little bit of description text, but I'm going to see if I can do this in Figma actually,
Hmm.
because you can do a column layout. But you kind of think about, sorry, I'm just going to zoom out a second here. You kind of think about layout a page in terms of columns. A pretty common one is to have a page laid out in 12 vertical columns with some spacing in between them, and then that way, when you line everything up to those,
Hmm.
um, it creates a nice grid, and that way you're developing on a grid system that will be consistent and easy to work with. You can do it in Figma somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out how. I should know this, but I haven't turned ours on in a long time because we created our design system and I don't need to design new things anymore.
Yeah, grid systems are pretty good.
There it is, layout grid.
It, it also lends itself well. I mean, sort of the. I think a big factor in the rise of grid systems in CSS was the need for things to be responsive. So when you have a grid style layout like this, um, when that canvas gets smaller, can I go ahead and just like put a square over your stuff? I can.
Yeah, and I think people can see on the stream. Can they see on the stream what we're
I
doing?
believe so.
Oh, there's something. Are we streaming? It says an error occurred. Does it does it look good on your end?
Let me check the stream. I hope we're streaming. We were streaming. Yeah. We're live. It's
We're
good.
good.
We
All
good.
right. So I can't tell what people can see here. I'm trying. Oh yeah, there we go. We got the UI. So yeah, I'm setting up this column. So I just did a quick 12 column grid with a 20 pixel gutter or margin padding in between them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not really gonna. Well, like I said, I'm gonna design to this, but there we go. A 12 column grid layout. And so yeah, when you
Yeah.
get like responsive and down to mobile, I'll just, oh, that's not how it's supposed to work. You would say,
Oh, you're actually making it like prototype. That's so great because I'm actually like I'm working in Photoshop right now, like making a picture of what I'm doing.
yeah, so there we go. So yeah, we have our grid. And then, when you get down to mobile, typically you'd have like probably 4 columns and they'd be a little bit different size. I'm not going to set that up right now. Oh, and yes, I guess it's we're designing desktop versions of these sites. Usually you would for a marketing kind of focused sales site like this, you'd probably start mobile first, but we want to have a big canvas to show people, so we're doing desktop. I don't want to be limited by some screen size. Not right now. Usually I like the constraints. I like designing for mobile because you can't put as much stuff on.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot more simple. Like I was sort of jabbing at you before, like it's not as graphic, but that was the web back then was like it's all graphic, and that's how you draw people in. And now it's more about neat layouts with appropriate type and that kind of stuff. I am making the dumbest thing.
Oh, Let me know. Yeah, let me know when you want me to switch over to Photoshop or anything.
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're
Okay.
so gonna get there. What so what's our crypto biz?
Uh, I don't know yet. I guess they don't have to be the same business. I don't have an. I was kind of gonna gonna feel out the name of it as I went.
I
Let
kind
me
of
know
feel
if you have a
like
good idea.
I mean it's very big right now. I mean, what do people do with crypto? They put it in their account, they talk about it on Twitter.
They hold it, I guess.
I guess you hold your crypto. I want to show my crypto off. I want to show other people my crypto. Look at my crypto. I have so much of it.
Yeah, like a crypto shelf, like a trophy case of all your crypto.
What about like a rate my crypto?
Rate my crypto. Check out my crypto, y'all.
Check out my crypto. I
What's a
3D printed my
crypto?
crypto.
What do I? I'm trying to think of a crypto color. Blue for sure. Some kind of royal blue, expensive blue.
Yeah, awful lot of banks. Well, maybe not so much recently, but like an awful lot of banks always used blue because it's like the color of being trustworthy
Hmm.
and sort of reliable. We're doing business here. That's what blue says.
Yeah, the
So
color of
maybe
trust.
blue's a good go. Okay, I'm gonna go blue.
I don't know if I like this blue, but I think I'm trying to think of. Man, I keep forgetting to get some fonts on this new computer, or get my fonts back on here. I haven't needed them,
Dude, you gotta get some fonts.
dude.
Dude, Harry, what are your fonts even saying over
What are
there?
you doing with these fonts?
But that's another thing. Like, I mean, fonts have been like Spotify to a certain degree. Like, I don't necessarily have to go out and venture for fonts like I used to. I have an Adobe license through work,
Hmm.
and they're just there. Like when I need one, it's usually there. Um, Especially when you're working on the web, because you can't get too wild with that stuff.
So,
What are you doing? I'm bringing in my side nav here soon.
oh, a side nav. Wow,
Yeah, do you remember
killing it.
side navs? They were always like kind of like bolted to the side of your
Oh, I
layout.
remember making some side navs.
That's what I'm
Love
gonna
a
do.
good side nav. No, I don't. Not anymore. One of my favorite commands in any application is Command D or Control D if you're on a PC. Just duplicate.
Duplicate what?
Just anything. I just love duplicating things.
No, I legit I don't know what Command D does. I hold Alt and drag
Oh
things.
yeah, that's a
That's my
good one.
duplicate.
I'm just a yeah. I'm a Command D'er. I used to be a
Oh, Command
I used to
D.
be a Command C, Command V'er, but I doubled my productivity.
Yeah, well, don't be afraid to weigh in on chat about your opinions on that one. I mean, there's a right way to do things, and then there's what this guy's talking about.
That's Yahoo.
I'm tr- I, I'm trying to get something in my layout here. I'm making scan lines. Do you remember scan lines?
Mm,
And that was a visual effect where you would make it look like your graphics are coming through an old CRT.
yes.
I've been doing that one. I'm been doing one of those ones.
I'm gonna do it.
So here's the weird thing: the old design days were a lot of like pixel related things. So like 1 pixel lines and like, but now my display is so high density that 1 pixel doesn't mean anything anymore to my scan lines. If that makes sense.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
let's
because
blow that
the
out.
pixels are so sharp now.
Yeah, I'm 800 by 600 on this 4K monitor that I'm working on is not quite the same as it used to be, but that's okay. and bevel and emboss. All right, I feel like that's there. Maybe a gradient. We had gradient tools in 1999, didn't we? When was your first Photoshop?
It was Photoshop 5. Whenever that
And how did
was.
you pirate it?
I don't remember, but it came on a CDR, like a gold, like burned CD from somebody. I think
Yeah.
like some like it just kind of got passed along through people to me. So that
I
was
think I
cool.
did the same thing. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Working in layers.
Yeah, Photoshop. I got it had like, then I got Photoshop and Microsoft Works and just like some Microsoft programs that are kind of like Publisher that were just kind of crappy.
Yep.
But I made like
I had
flyers.
Microsoft Visual Studio.
What was Visual Studio?
It was like this really basic, like you could do like C++, like drag and drop programming, almost like Front Page or Dreamweaver or something like that.
Hmm.
All right, I've got a pretty cool side nav going on here. Let's get that there.
Oh man. Wow. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Into
how
it.
you used to do it. And then you'd start lining your sections up. So way back before design ops and UX processes and um, research or discovery or meeting with the client to understand what you're making of any kind, you would just do things like write section 1, section 2, section 3 in the nav to sell them on the graphic design, and then when they were fine with that, that was it.
Yeah,
And then you would just change those to the titles that they wanted.
they tell you what the sections actually are, and
And you change those, and then your website's done.
all right, I'm getting a couple graphics on the go here. I'm not designing much. I gotta get to work. I'm having fun browsing. Oh, yes. I'm having fun
What are you
browsing.
browsing?
I'm browsing for graphics, and then you'll see in a second. I just got the one I needed. My mind went to these. What would you call these kind of graphics? Like
Oh,
these like corporate
the
illustrations.
corporate illustrations, yeah, like fun,
Like
sort of vaguely
generic.
iconographic, generic. Yeah, corporate illustrations. You see them a lot in like installing an app and stuff like that. It's like two fresh-faced young people playing with a Bitcoin. Did you actually go find that on Undraw?
I did. Undraw.co. Free these kind of graphics. Hey, I've
It's
used
actually
them.
kind of a sin. I would have to go look it up, but those graphics to me seem largely in part from this one designer, this one really talented illustrator, and he did a thing, and then everybody bit, and now that's like the cool style that everyone
Man,
rips so
now he
hard.
probably hates it. Hates his own creation.
Who doesn't?
But yeah, I don't know. It's good if if you're making some wires and you need to throw some graphics in them. I've done it. I've done
Yeah,
it because sometimes you just need to butter people up, and you know your audience, right? If they're gonna if they're unhappy with gray boxes, all right, you can
yeah.
break the
So
rules
Ian's talking about like
sometimes.
stock graphics. Like these are graphics that somebody else has made, and you're free to put them in your project if you want, which is totally fine. There's a lot of like really valid reasons to use stock graphics that you haven't made because not everybody's an illustrator or whatever. But like these ones in particular are so overused, it's gotten kind of hilarious.
They're now that we've talked about it, once you see them everywhere, you'll start to notice them everywhere. See them in one place. Oh, what else?
Apple recently did an iteration of them that you sent me where
Oh God.
they're like horrific. They're like sort of like 3D versions, you know, of these flat characters. Damn, I am just sorting this out in Photoshop right now. I don't know about you, but I don't use Photoshop ever anymore
I
at
haven't
all.
had Photoshop since they started charging a monthly for it.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
It,
all
it
right,
it's
never
it's taken a
mind.
long time, but I only use Photoshop to edit photos.
Yep.
Like when we came here to do this tonight, my last open document in Photoshop was this like birthday card I was mocking up for my partner.
Oh, nice. I can't find those App Store ones. They must be gone. Yeah, it was like halfway realistic looking versions of those graphics. Very
All right, we gotta get
strange.
so real about what this crypto biz is. What's our crypto biz? I mean, I know it's pretty customary to start designing something before you have like, you know, what the business is gonna do and sell. But I'm starting to feel like we need to work that out. You've got crypto land. This is your year. Yeah, it would be your year probably because they're worth like how much is like Bitcoin now?
It's
What is a Bitcoin?
like 75,000 Canadian or something stupid.
Wow. I hope that we have a stream someday where we can fully tell this story. But do you remember owning or me owning 30 of them at one
I
point when
remember
they were
you
worth
owning, yeah,
$3?
I remember you owning some of them. Yeah, 70.
30.
Wow. Damn it. 70, yeah, 74
They were like,
Canadian.
wow, that would have
1,000.
been pretty cool. Would have been pretty cool.
Pretty cool. My problem with this graphic is it's too big. Like I don't want a tall. I mean, I guess I could just really go hog wild with this.
I feel like you're. I feel like we're deep into graphics. I feel like we're gonna start talking about functionality here. I will of course underline my nav because all text links are underlined forever.
Yes.
Oh, and they should be blue. Can we
No
have
hover
blue links?
states. There we go.
Hover wasn't a thing. There wasn't CSS.
Was there hover? There was visited and active. There must have been hover. Had to have been. Right? Look at my crypto.
Look at my crypto.biz. Here's what I'm pitching. You send us your, you know, what is it? Like your keychain, your wallet, your hash, you know,
Okay.
your code. You send us your code, and based on how much crypto you have, we will 3D print that crypto in a size sort of dictated by how much crypto you own.
Okay, and you get a giant like
I'm
crypto coin back.
that's sort of it, and you can show your friends, and there's an understanding there that, you know, I have this big coin, I have big coin, so
Oh
I gotta
man,
have a lot of
I
crypto. You
like
know,
it.
people would kind of maybe
Um,
people would maybe put them on their door like in place of a wreath,
yep.
or you know, your hubcaps, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm into it because also this graphic I have fits that perfectly. Yeah. Okay. So is it? Look at my crypto. Is that our?
I think it's look at my crypto. I can't do look at my crypto.biz because that wasn't a thing back then. It has to be .com. It has to be http://www.lookatmycrypto.com.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a gap in the market. Like people own all these cryptos, they own all these tokens, these, you know, fungible tokens and whatnot. How do I show it off to people? I need a cool header graphic. One sort of befitting of 1999.
Look at my crypto. Hey.
I appreciate this huge header graphic that you're making.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going stereotypical. But I've got a plan now. I'm just gonna make a few things and see how they look.
I'm back in this like 1999 time zone, so I'm just gonna like pick a random photo because there was no real like sort of rights, photo licensing and stuff like that back then. So I'm just gonna pick any photo. What's like a cool photo for a crypto company? Waves crashing on shoreline. That sort of has some like power to it. All right, that one's pretty cool. And I'm just going to go ahead and peel it right from Google Images. What do you got going on?
I'm gonna try. I need a Bitcoin PNG Bitcoin logo. Should be pretty easy to get. Come on.
What does PNG stand for?
Portable network graphic.
Fucking no way.
I love
Really?
I love graphics that are portable though.
It's portable, but like over the network.
Yeah,
Gen
you
Z
can't put it on a
doesn't even know what the
USB.
word network means.
You can't put it on a USB stick because that's not a network. It's strictly
No,
a
it's not a
network
network.
graphic. There's so many different
It's
Bitcoin
solid
logos.
Storage.
Is there even a proper Bitcoin logo? Probably this stupid thing
I think it's the money sign in a circle.
with the B. Yeah, and a little bit of a slant. I think. It's this. Bitcoin. So what other? I mean, Ethereum is a popular cryptocurrency.
Yeah, there's lots of them. There's Ethereum. There's what's that other one? The dog coin.
Yeah,
That's pretty hot.
Doge dollars.
Doge bucks.
Doge.
Is that how that's pronounced? I just thought it was dog.
It's Doge.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No.
Doge. It's from Homestar Runner.
Do you feel like I was from Montreal?
No. Wow.
Montreal, Canada. Hey, do you know, have you ever watched Nathan For You?
I have seen it.
This is like maybe not a stream chat. It's a really funny show. That guy got his start in Halifax on This Hour Has 22
yeah,
Minutes.
that video. That was hilarious. And it's so old. Oops. What am I doing?
I don't know. I can see layers jumping around behind me though, and I'm excited.
I'm just getting some stuff down that I need. Like I need my
Stuff down,
assets.
Get that stuff down.
I need some graphical assets. I gotta get it all out here.
That's
Stop.
I mean we're riffing on graphic design right now, less UX and more graphic design. Well, only graphic design, but ain't that the way you start a project? You just sort of drag shit around for several hours until you land on it.
I don't even know how to spell Ethereum. God damn it. Mash the keyboard and it works. You know when you go to when you go to paste something and then it pastes in a different spot and you can't get it to paste where you want it to and it just keeps going where it wants and you're like, what are you doing this to me for?
Paste in front?
Sometimes Figma does it to me where it'll like paste it next to, it'll try and paste it where it thinks I want it to be pasted, like next to my other artboard. But I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I don't want it there.
That's actually a little tip of the evening here. You have to have the artboard that you're working on selected, like full on click that name of your artboard and then copy the thing, and you can paste front and back and it'll work.
Oh. Tip
So this is a pretty modern website that you have going on right now.
me?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the modernness is coming. The modernness is coming. I don't want that there.
I'm just tugging along over here. I've got my cool nav section, which I should call navigation, so users know.
Navigate.
Oh, even cooler, navigate.
Navigate the web.
Netscape
Navigate my website
navigate.
this way. All right. We need some text. I'm gonna make it nice and punchy. I don't know what font I'm gonna go with yet either. Just gonna text. I'm gonna create a text style. Call this H2.
I need a Bitcoin logo for my logo. Bitcoin logo.
Can't have mine.
So what does this company do? We need to figure this out right now.
You said it. It prints a thing, like a 3D printed like plastic thing based on how much crypto you have.
Okay.
And so like this is lit. So this is a literal like depiction of what's going on.
No, I love
It's
it.
like, hey, look, I got you this for Christmas. Like, thanks.
Okay, no, it's perfect. Look, I knew your wallet was like your Bitcoin wallet was looking really good.
It's like, check this shit out.
I got you. I got you. Look at my. I got you. Look at my crypto for Christmas. I think that's great.
Connect. So I need 3 steps. So the last step is collect. I'm gonna go with 3 C's, I guess. Now.
I feel like look at my crypto is maybe the last step.
Collect. Isn't that look at my crypto?
Well, the name of the company is look at my crypto, but the third step, I mean, you would connect, you collect, and then you look at my crypto.
Wait.
Look at mycrypto.com. Can we register look at mycrypto.com? Look at mycrypto.com. Nobody owns it. Maybe I should own it.
Maybe. Is there a fun other domain that's really cheap? Like .fun? Or .stupid? That'd probably be expensive, actually.
I feel like I need a .com.
Is it .stupid? .com has a lot of authority.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I feel like you're a thought leader in your community if you own .com. I can get it for $11 right now.
Hey, man.
Let's go ahead and get that set up.
Get it.
Let's go ahead and get that set up. All right, look at mycrypto.com. Because seriously, what is the point of owning crypto if you can't show people how cool it is?
Yeah, like I want to, like, you know, it's neat and all, but I want to hold it. Like if you're rich in money, you could go to the bank and get a bag full of money.
Okay, yeah.
But then that's what this is.
All right, I'm feeling
this
that.
It's like if you wanna, you can get it. Maybe you can get it as one big Bitcoin or like a lot of little Bitcoins.
I'd want a lot of little Bitcoins. Like if I'm a crypto millionaire, I feel like I want a garbage bag full of small coins that I can sort of frolic in and jump around and dump on the floor and, you know, show my family. But maybe that's an option.
Yeah, I think that's.
But like, I feel like one complete Bitcoin is probably the size of, I don't know,
a house.
Yeah, it's like 2 feet wide, maybe. It's metal. It's very heavy.
So, how how would this even work? It's like you connect your wallet. Does that that's not what you
Yeah,
would do.
send us your wallet key. I mean, there's a certain
That's
amount
how,
of trust. You give companies your credit card number. Why can't you give them your Bitcoin wallet hash?
so it's like
I'm gonna get a sample one. A Bitcoin wallet address.
connect your wallet. We support all your faves. So let's see what this text is. What's a nice
Okay,
body?
good. Because I'm gonna use, obviously, because we're making the same thing here. I'm going to use your text on my site.
Yikes. What a mess. I gotta clean this up fast. I got a meeting in 30 minutes.
I'm gonna pitch this thing.
I just need like
I told them I was gonna do wireframes, and I spent all my time working on the header. Oops.
Woo.
How's that stream doing?
We support all your cool fave cryptos.
Are your cool favorite Bitcoins? Only the coolest and the most favorite.
The coolest and the most favorite cryptocurrencies ever. So I'm gonna find graphics for all this shit. I like this font that I discovered, Roboto Mono. I'm gonna put that over here. Save for the future. So I'm kind of going for this is just placeholder now, but so you can kind of see where I'm going with this.
Can I dive into this header area for a minute while you take care of these sales statements?
Yeah, the header. Yeah, the header might be end up completely different.
Well, I just want to pitch a thing. I mean, obviously these free graphics that we got from Undraw, that's going to be sort of the company's like.
That's where we're going with this.
Major. Yeah. Ropa Sans. I thought you said Roboto.
Oh no, Roboto's this one down here.
Oh, I see. Like your body copy.
Yeah, I might change it. I just want to get it. I just want to get a few things in place so that I can see how I can feel it out, you know. Create some text styles in Figma so that I can.
Oh, you're so organized. Text styles. What about paste properties?
Paste. Connect.
Yeah, connect your wallet.
Personalize.
I don't think we need to qualify it like much beyond that. It's just give us your wallet number. Give us that wallet number.
We want to highlight how easy this is in 3 steps because it'll make people feel comfortable.
It's okay. It's starting to turn into an experience that users could partake in.
I want to do some I'm kind of thinking about our own brand a little bit, but I want to do some geometric type stuff or some things in the background.
Some some polyhedrons. Well, here, Phil, I don't want that. I want a stroke. You can stroke an object and you can fill it.
You can stroke an object and you can fill it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta qualify that further.
That's what she said.
Is. Oh man, there it is.
Hey, that was on The Office, so that can't be that.
Do you remember that time when like The Office was everything that was funny?
Yeah.
Like that brief period, like the glory days of 2002, when the only thing that was funny in the whole world was The Office.
Yeah, and then there was The Office and Parks and Rec and those like mockumentary-ish type things.
Yep.
So I got to get rid of. So anyway, that's looking good. That's exactly what I was thinking. Little things and maybe some
bips and boops.
Bips and bobs and lines and What are we doing? So then this alternates. I'm not going to reuse this graphic, obviously. I just need a placeholder right now. I should create a
Yeah.
component out of this too, but I'm not yet. Because I don't know how it needs to look.
I mean, mine's pretty cool. This maybe looks better, but
I like it. I love the side nav. It really brings me back. Section 1. It's a section.
I was hoping to highlight some of the differences between like old web design and new web design, and now I'm just enamored with this header.
Hey man, roll with it.
Let's roll with it. That's the
I'll,
fun
I
part. Fuck you, Axe. You just gotta get to that fun part. All right. So you're building like flexible containers over here.
yeah. I guess I should kind of explain how it would work on mobile, even though I'm not going to do it. Because screw it.
Well, I mean,
Oops.
CSS or like cascading style sheets are not new. Whoa,
That's actually
that's huge.
it's the wrong. It's too good.
It's too good for 1999. I'll tell you what's not too good, putting a border at the bottom of this header. Yeah, back then you used to have to build things in a capacity where they were just airtight. So I don't know if you can even see it on stream, but all these elements would have to be built on top of one another so that it made one complete, section on the left over here and one complete section on top. Whereas over here on Ian's canvas, you have all these separate free floating elements that as the browser resizes or flexes or the screen size changes, those things will react. And that's kind of one of the major highlights, I think, of CSS, aside from being able to like make things look really cool and transition well and all that stuff. Are you feeling me here, Ian?
I love it.
Yabbering?
I am. Yeah. So when it went to mobile, you'd have stuff happen like this, where things start to stack. We would want it to probably go like this, but. And then they stack on top of each other.
So you can almost look at it like, I'm just going to throw a box over top of everything, that I should default to stroke. So I've got this red line on top of everything. I hope that's rendering on the stream. You're looking at mobile as if it's existing in this thin column. So even this header graphic that we're building up here is sort of meant in a certain capacity to fit in there. As the site sort of flexes down toward that size, things will neatly organize into that column. That wasn't something that you could ever do before CSS. You kind of the display. Well, you didn't have different sized displays.
Yeah.
It just
You could
rendered
have
the way it rendered.
You could have like a fluid, like you could have it so that like text would be fluid, and things would like backgrounds would respond. Like it was not responsive, but it would be would resize a little bit. But yeah, nothing could. Yeah, like kind of like almost looking like it rebuilds itself. That was certainly not what we had. All right, what do we need? We need I need to remove that. Get what are we gonna get? Some giant.
I'm gonna get some lipsum. I'm missing lipsum.
Get some giant.
Lipsum, of course, being dummy text that we use to fill in copy before we know what it says. Yours is looking half passable as a business based on the header.
It is. It's not too absurd. We need some more of these undraw graphics. I might change the color of them. Let me see here. A little too blue. I'm gonna go a little purpley maybe. Yeah, yeah. We need some graphics. Oh, I like
Come
this.
on, Figma. There we go. So what fonts would I have had back then? I guess Arial.
Times New
Arial's like
Roman.
always like a good fallback. Times New Roman,
Yikes.
Arial,
Comic
Comic
Sans.
Sans,
Yeah,
Papyrus.
Comic Sans for
You
sure.
and I used to own a Papyrus blog at one point. Is that still
It
up?
still exists, yeah. Papyrus Watch.
And what was Papyrus Watch?
Papyrus Watch, was on the lookout for anyone using the Papyrus font. Businesses, logos, menus, church-related things was really popular. Bulletin
So
boards.
it was literally a blog where we were chronicling like businesses that maybe should know better using this free font that came with Windows. And it was a good time. We used to get traffic. It was a
I had a
thing.
ton of traffic. Tons. Oh, there's so many.
All right, we need a byline. Yes, turn your cryptos into real things. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, it needed like, what is this? All right, we're at look at my crypto. What is this? And now tell me a little bit more about how this works. So I'm gonna drop in, like, this is a nice, like, a connection graphic. Don't want her anymore. Connect. We can't reuse the same graphic. Personalize. Here's a nice graphic for that. No, that's not good.
We're coming up on the halfway mark. You want to call a little 3-minute break here?
That is probably a great idea. When we come back, we can gonna get some like solid graphics into this thing, and then get ready to take it to the next level.
I'm catching up to your layout.
Yeah, we've got.
I think
we've got some it's starting to come together.
Starting to come together.
All right, so we will be back in a couple of minutes, folks. Stay tuned. Things are gonna heat up after this intermission, so don't go away.
We're getting wild. Talk to you soon.
one. We're back, and it's Design Off 1999 versus 2021.
We're lining
Crypto.
them up. Who's the coolest? I mean, I feel like I've got some cool stuff going on over here.
Yeah, I
We've
mean,
got Look at My Crypto.
I'm a huge fan of the style, and I mean, it's kind of hard to compare, right? At the end of
A
the day,
little bit. I mean, static
they're not the
designs from
same
the
thing.
90s. They're not at all the same thing. You're building yours in CSS. I'm building mine in tables, or with
I don't
tables in
even,
mind.
I can't even get myself in a mindset of how I would build something in tables.
I have no
Although
idea. I'm just kind of like going with it right now because it's really weird.
when I used to when I used to make when I used to design and develop websites, I didn't design them in anything. I just made them. Like I made it in
Yeah, you just
HTML and then that was it. I didn't design it first. I just kind of
Do you remember that whole movement around the 2010s of like design in browser? Because there just wasn't tools that would let you do proper responsive stuff like nowadays.
I do remember that.
Look at My Crypto. I feel like we're the first
Look,
company to offer to print sort of a physical manifestation of your crypto.
they're
What do you got
I
here
can't.
for heights on image heights? 326.
What do we look at my crypto? We need another thing like that one, but it can't be the
I
same
wish we had.
thing.
Do we have like? Has somebody? I'm sure somebody has made like a physical Bitcoin that we can get into this later because we really want to show people like we're going to take your crypto wallet, we're going to print a huge Bitcoin that you can put on your house, maybe like a wreath.
Yeah, put it on above your door.
Yeah, above your door. Let everybody know what your crypto's saying. That's just a cool picture I wanted to save.
Sick.
That's pretty sick. Connect, personalize.
Yeah, I'll bring this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you just need three things. You just kind of make it up, as long as it sounds
Yeah, it's
good.
sort of light and breezy, sort of like marketing text. Like, we just want to give them a hint. How do they engage? How do users like? What's the first step after I've decided I want to 3D print all my crypto?
Oh, I think yeah,
I want bags of that good stuff.
we're gonna need a CTA in the header, and then we're gonna have another CTA at the bottom of these three
Ah.
things, I think, and then we'll have some more proof points. Maybe a logo soup of some different cryptos. I was thinking just to be like, we
Oh,
accept these. Maybe we like make it black and white or something.
oh, hold on. Can we review these buzz terms because they're all real good ones?
Cryptos.
Logo
Logo
soup.
soup. Logo soup.
So sometimes at the bottom of websites, you'll see a row of logos, like a bunch of logos, like, hey, we're an agency, we do X, and we've worked with, such and such companies. They'll put a row of logos at the bottom of everything to like, really prove it that they're not lying, like as if those images aren't freely available.
Yeah.
And we call that logo soup. And they're always a pain for designers because logos are always different size and you have to get like 12 of them in there. And right before approval, the client comes back and goes, well, we need like 3 more logos in there.
Yeah, and it's usually, and agencies put them on and sites put them on to say like, look at all of our customers, and they just make a big soup full of logos to try and show off.
So this
So it's
being my
because it's not
first
quite a logo
website I've
soup.
ever designed, what is a CTA?
A CTA is in the biz, better known as a call to action, and that's really just what we want you to do. In our case,
That's the
it's going to
box.
be start now, maybe
Oh, start now or like, get involved.
connect.
But yeah, a CTA is like the combination of a message and a button or like an actionable item. Like, hey, you've read our sales statement. You're really into look at my crypto. Like, how do I proceed? It's a good button.
I think it's good as you're gonna get.
I'd say.
Start now. Join. It's not join, right? Like it's not buy now.
Well, hold on.
We don't want to. We don't want to start. We don't want to talk
Well,
about.
I mean,
Buying
we're
anything
talking about printing physical crypto. Like, is that the kind of thing that maybe a community could form around?
Join a community.
Maybe it is a join now, because either way, you have to make an account. Like, we want all your information before we print your crypto.
Take the appropriate action. Make it smaller, please. Ropo Sans. I don't even know what this font is all about. We can change it though. Do it now. I'm gonna round those corners. Rounded corners is a.
I don't think you should round those corners. I don't
Really?
think you should. Yeah, I know it's just a button, but you see how we have these like hard edge geometric shapes? There's lots of like lines that come to points. They're all perfect objects. Aside from circles and squares and stuff, we don't really have a lot of rounded edges. So
Are we out of rounded
I'm gonna
corners?
put my art director cap on.
Are we out of rounded corner territory already?
Yeah, no, we're not rounding those corners. I swear to God, you round one of those corners and I don't know. I'll quit design.
All right. Well, I'll make
I'll
this
quit
button
design to be a
then.
musician.
So the way you make a button is you decide, well, it doesn't matter. You put a rectangle and some text and in Figma you frame it. And then you make it an auto layout. And then you put some padding on there. And you got a button.
That's pretty cool.
And you can make your
Can
button.
you pop over to my screen share for a second? I'll show you how to make a button in 1999.
I would like nothing more. Where are we? Coming at ya. And we're live in Photoshop, folks. What do we have here? A nice
Do a call to action button.
slime green.
Always slime green, because you're gonna buy now. It's all about buying now, right?
Green's a really
How do I
positive. Green's a really
round
positive color.
corners? What?
Green's a very positive color.
Exactly.
It means go.
Exactly. It's the money
It
color.
means
It's
go.
like
It's
going.
nature. Yeah,
Buy the
money.
thing.
Greenbacks.
So it's 1999. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit bevel and emboss,
Yes, I love it.
and we're gonna dial that up a little bit. Really, just harden it so much.
Wow.
And smooth it out actually and make it a little bigger.
That would look
Yeah,
so
there we
good
go.
on a.
Okay.
That would look so good on an 800 by 600 CRT.
One of those HP proprietary monitors that were shaped like a spaceship or something.
They have a nice like concave, whatever.
It's a good drop
bulge.
shadow in there. 40 good 45-degree drop shadow. Lots of blur on there. Right, because it's a rasterized graphic, so who cares? And then what did we go with?
Start now. It's so ambiguous and vague. I think it's perfect for. But again, this is more like 2021 talk.
No, I feel.
My internet hiccuped again. I think we're all right though.
Did we reconnect? I just lost connection to everything. Are we back?
I think we're back. Maybe we never went. I don't know. I never know with these things.
Maybe we never went. Who knows? So I've got this really cool arcade pixel font. You know, this would have been hot at that point in time.
What's that called? I like it.
And since it's so broken, we're gonna go ahead and turn it like -400. Pull that up. Probably get an exclamation mark or two in there. We're gonna underline it too, so people know for sure it's a link. And then, here's the trick to how graphic design used to go. We're gonna go ahead and bevel and emboss that.
I can't even picture that in my head. Bevel and emboss.
Pull that back a little bit.
Look at that. Look at those
Add
controls.
another
That's like a
drop shadow.
rocket ship. I think the first mission to the moon wasn't that complex. Photoshop.
Yeah,
Wow.
then your options palette. No, it's kind of always been like that. So we'll go ahead. That's pretty cool. We're gonna land it there. So I'm gonna jump back to Figma. You can probably kill that feed.
Figma. Let's go back to Figma, folks. I
And now
need
I've got a
to,
huge button in there. See, that's a cool button. I mean, I know that yours is looking like a website that you might actually spend money on, but this is,
yeah, but
this is tried
imagine,
and true. Your button's not green. This is some kind of weird.
imagine though, if you had gotten into crypto at this point. I've been looking for something and I finally found what I wanted for you. Um, copy image. What was I saying? I lost track of my thoughts. Oh, imagine getting
You were gonna
crypto.
show me something, and I was
I was
getting a
thinking,
little dicey about it.
imagine getting crypto back in 1999. When did Bitcoin was the first, wasn't it?
I believe so.
When was it, or like, was it around in 1999?
Geez, that's a good question. BitTorrent might have been around in 1999, like as a sort of a whiteboard doodle. I don't know about
Hmm.
cryptocurrency though. Okay, yeah, got some cool graphics in there. Email. I gotta make a logo for lookatmycrypto.com. I also think we need some like pictures of printers, like
Mm-hmm.
we haven't done the
A
supply
3D
chain
printer.
conversation to figure out how we're actually going to run this business that we're starting, but
That doesn't matter. That stuff like that doesn't matter. As long as it looks good, you'll get your money. But we need a 3D printer. I wonder if I can get some kind of 3D printer type icon here. There's a garbage can. Man, some of these are
I was
weird.
looking at a video the other day of a 3D printer that it's like a fluid.
That's pretty cool. Hmm. Oh, I need my color. So I just fired on draw up, just fired on draw up on the stream for a sec, so people can see what we're doing here. But it's a kind of a cool site if you like these. It's a cool site if you want to use these illustrations. You can put in pick a color or any hex code, and it updates them all, and you can snag them for free. I mean, it's just they're so overused. I wouldn't really probably actually use them. But it's fun. It's fun to pick them. I use them as placeholders. You know, I've gotten to the point where I feel like I can bend the rules with my wireframes a bit because I'm not. I guess I don't really do wireframes. We have a design system. Not anymore. We have the we did wireframes when we were designing the initial product, and then we built a design system, and I just use that now. Haven't done wires in a while. Oh well, one of the options was you can get a giant one or a bunch of small ones to bathe in. Like if you want a big crypto, or if you want to like if you have a lot of crypto and you want to put it in a swimming pool and kind of Scrooge McDuck it. So I think maybe on your site, I think I could see a Scrooge McDuck graphic. I don't think it would fit ours necessarily, or the new one. I'm just scrolling the site endlessly trying to find something that looks like a giant printer. There's an alien spaceship. The yacht, actually, I'm kind of into. I might revisit that. Download it as an SVG. Beautiful. All right, let's get back to the stream. This is boring.
trying to edit my text like text, and it's all gone.
Hmm? Oh, press V. You're in. You have something selected.
Oh, there
I
it
think.
is. Never mind. Yeah.
Or T, I
get
guess. But
I get it. No, it wasn't my selection tool. It was just this style. Like you can sort of convert it from a one-off font to like a styled piece of text.
oh, okay.
And I'm not gonna do that. Design systems are lame. You gotta wing it. Isn't that how a lot of agencies are doing it these days? Just like wing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Come
for a
to
site like
us.
this, you wouldn't use it. I wouldn't really make a design system. Look at my crypto. Look. Peep my crypto.
No, I feel like this is more like enjoy, bask in it, in the light.
Hold on. Let's get this text. Hold on. Let me send this back. Yeah.
I like the yacht. I feel like the graphic has to be more like a pile of coins or... Well, let's see. Look, I can do this on my site, so it's fine.
Still looking for a couple more things here. Some pretty cool ones, but they don't work for crypto. A giant smiley face.
A giant smiley face?
Hold on, I'm going to download a couple things here. That might actually be kind of cool.
Rewriting some of this copy. Connect. Quickly and easily provide us with your crypto wallet address. We support all your cool fave cryptocurrencies! Exclamation mark.
Definitely important.
So you, yeah, I guess you can have a favorite cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I'm looking at this site
Who's
called
your...
the... Definitely. I'm looking at this site called Kraken, which is an exchange, and it's kind of using... It's using the sort of the graphics we are, except they're rethought and they look pretty cool.
Using the same graphics we are...
Like this, that style.
Is this a competing company?
No, they're an exchange.
Oh man, that's cool. That header graphic.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is dope. I mean, that's why you invest in illustration, honestly. Like, this goes back to the Undraw thing. Like, this is a company that had a budget and they had a design department, and that design department went out and hired people that were capable of drawing that stuff. So yeah, going back to the stock graphic thing, like they're cool and all, but you're not going to make a presentation that was, you know, that engrossing with them. I don't think.
Nah.
Did you see the illustrated Big Sur backgrounds that came with the new OS or whatever?
Yeah.
They're illustrated very much in the same style. They're a little more muted, like not so action heavy or whatever. But they're gorgeous. It's really cool. It's
yeah.
Good to see,
I like them.
Good to see big companies hiring illustrators to make cool shit.
Check out this graphic. Look at that. Cyber.
Whoa.
That's a cyber
What are all these
graphic.
Coins?
They're all stupid. I'm trying to find a good
I see Ethereum is on the left there. I can make mine taller. You had to scroll back then. There was no responsiveness to it.
Yeah, and it's like, forget trying to fit everything above the fold, because that fold's coming in hot. You don't have much space.
That's maybe a good little tidbit. What's the fold?
Well, it's probably mostly an imaginary thing. But the fold quote unquote, is what they call basically the bottom of your monitor, the bottom of your screen or browser window where the website is cut off. And it comes from newspapers where you pick up the newspaper and where the newspaper folds in half, it's cuts off and you got to unfold it to read the rest. And it's this great debate. I mean, great as in large, not as in good. I guess debates are good, but it's this big debate about, you know, being above the fold. They say it's like you got to have all the important information above the fold, so it has to be visible when you first load the page, and not below that browser window cut off. And you know, there's some truth to that. Of course, you want to have something, I think, sensible and attractive and informative and you know, useful there, but the idea that you have to fit everything above the fold because people won't scroll is definitely false, and that's where you want to. That's where you don't want to hang your hat on that fold.
I think the reason that the fold comes up, I'm gonna get a little real here, is because it's an easy thing to remember, and oftentimes when clients and people and people that are working outside of the web field need like a really good what am I trying to say? What am I even trying to say here? You know, when clients try and bullshit you into making a change, they will say something like, well, it should be above the fold. And Ian's right. It's like largely a sort of made up construct. I think if you design something, and tell me what you think, Ian, if you design something that looks as if it is a one screen presentation and a user doesn't try to scroll, one of the only two behaviors on the internet, you can scroll and you can click. Yeah, if you make a design that looks so one page that nobody bothers to scroll on it, then you have an issue with the fold. But otherwise, like, people know to scroll. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
they scroll and they click.
Especially on and then that argument really goes out the window for the most part when you look at mobile, because you don't have much space on those screens. And so what's on a fold, what's above the fold on my computer even versus other people's, because we have big screens versus a regular, you know, your more average size 13-inch monitor versus a 15-inch are going to be different unless they have their browser window shaped differently. And then maybe they're on an iPad, but then maybe that's turned sideways, or maybe they're on a phone. Is it a iPhone 11 Plus, or is it the mini one, whatever it's called? You know what I mean? The fold's different in all of those cases. So there it's almost like there is no one fold. But again, you know, it's obviously you want to make the right impact. When someone lands on your site, they're visiting you for the first time, and you want to say hello and here's who I am and why you should care. But yeah, people scroll, and the intent here is people will land and see this is about something about crypto. And, you know, we have our message, and then they can get right into it if they want. Have a call to action. If you like it, start now. Otherwise, keep reading.
Enough to get them moving, right? Like this, especially this layout that we're talking about here. I think everyone's familiar with it. It's like a single page sales layout, and you get picture and text, and they alternate columns and stuff. It is a sales presentation. Like, you have to speak from the top to the bottom, right? So you're not ever going to be in a situation where you're like, we have this one image, describe the entire product and why they should spend money on it. It's a guided tour, right? It's a 2 or 3 stop tour down the page until we get your email address, until we get you to sign in with Facebook, and then we take all that information and sell it to another company. We haven't done our job. Am I right? Sign in with Facebook, everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
Feed the machine. I sign in with services now, especially Google. If it says sign in with Google, I just hit sign in with Google.
I like the Apple sign in, but not everyone does it. Just creates a fake email for you.
That's cool.
Actually, we're not rounding corners. Damn, missed my chance. Rounded corners came and went.
Don't round corners.
I'm not.
I mean, like, my site's done. I have fun links. I have about us. I have links to a
You could
contact
probably
page.
cut that site before I finish designing this one in HTML.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over and get on that. I need an image for a web ring.
Ooh, what about a
Remember
link exchange
WebRing?
fast counter? Remember those?
Ooh,
It's like you would put a
yes.
counter on your like before Google
Yes.
Analytics and all of those advanced things, you would just get a hit counter and it would tell you how many people came to your site, but you put it on your site, like on the front of it, so other people could see it too. So weird. Link Exchange. And Link Exchange, remember Link Exchange?
Yeah, I remember Link Exchange. I'm trying to find a graphic of that Link Exchange counter, that little 10 pixel tall page counter. It would be in the bottom left. I'm going to go ahead and say that we're part of the Anya web ring because I'm a big fan.
Web rings. Remember Web Awards?
Yep. You used to go steal gifts from other websites of all your web awards. And then web rings used to have like this next previous thing going on because you were in the ring, right? So the idea was that somebody would land on your site and hit next, and they would get the next Anya powered website, right?
Right.
So I should go ahead and get that in there next.
Okay. I'm going to zoom in and then I'm going to just move my... Oops.
Arial's a nice font. I'm just going to put that out there. I mean, it's plain, but it works everywhere. There's no balance issues with Arial. It just is. It's inherent. How do I underline in this? B,
Good
lowercase,
question.
list style, paragraph, alignment.
Command
The
U.
hell?
But I don't know otherwise. You know what? I'm going to try. This is new territory for me. Trying to make something look kind of graphically interesting. But I'm going to try a background in this form field. Because this is a safe space to try things.
No, it's...
And I'm going to really lighten it.
Space.
Like, it's going to be so light you can barely see it. But it might not be awful. What's our...
You're working on a form field.
What's our other font? Helvetica?
No.
What are Arial?
I mean, yeah, you could do Helvetica. I would do, what is this, Ropa? I would do something like Open Sans or Roboto for your body copy. Helvetica's fine. You know, I don't know.
I'll try. I can change it.
Helvetica new.
I will make a form. A form is a lot like making a button.
Oh, do tell.
You frame it.
Tell me about your forms.
But
why
instead
is the
of
background purple,
instead of putting the text in the center,
you're hugging it to the left.
you put it on the left. And actually, this is fine already.
That's in your constraints palette, eh?
Oops, that's not working. Correct. We'll have to do a...
Correct.
Oh, right. And the cool thing about frames is they have their own background. So you get rid of these rectangles. And then you should be able to resize your form field. Yay.
Begin fast counter code. Is Link Exchange still around?
Can't be. Link Exchange was just basically like a web ring, wasn't it? Everyone
no, it was
joined
like a
it.
service. Like they offered like web services, like a hit counter, and
you had to you would put like the code on your site, and then it would put a banner for someone else's website on it. But then on someone else's website, randomly, your banner would be there.
Link Exchange was a popular internet advertising cooperative. A cooperative, Ian.
Cooperative. Tell me more.
Look at my crypto.
Where's the
We need the clap emoji.
that was the feeling I was kind of going for.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is modern. We can do that. Do you put the clap before or after the thing you're clapping at?
After.
Like, look, clap. Yeah, it's after.
Yeah. Email. This is simple. I'm making an executive decision on behalf of the company and the developers in that you just enter your email.
Okay. What would you normally have on a capture form like that? I mean, I think we're all used to it. It's like get your free ebook on how to day trade or whatever.
Yeah.
Get your free ebook.
Learn how to be a millionaire like me. So I want to change this text style to Henny Penny. What is that? That's off.
Did you drag my canvas down so we could stay in the same frame? That's so good.
Oh, I drug mine up. But
I've got some important stuff going on, like my
thing.
Anya web ring.
Here's a font called Goblin. The fonts none of these fonts should exist.
I honestly have no idea. Dear devs of Figma, like the fonts that you picked for your default fonts are brutal.
It's like put a couple of these in as a joke,
fonts,
but to have 1,000 joke fonts in Figma, a UX design tool, I gotta say, guys, what the fuck?
Typically you want to, so decorative fonts are fonts that they sort of fall outside of like your serif sans serif.
Maybe these came with my computer and I shouldn't rip Figma for it.
No, I get the same thing, and I definitely don't have those fonts on my system.
Apple
and
wouldn't
like
put these fonts on my computer.
Dragon Lady, and it's like some silly scripty font, and that's fine or whatever. Typically, you want to stick with very readable fonts. A lot of accessibility concerns in 2021, and you can't, just go picking fonts willy-nilly. That's my thought on that.
We're on Open Sans now.
Open Sans is a good one. Open Sans, I don't know who made it, but it's available through Google Fonts.
I thought Google made it. Maybe I could be wrong though.
They could have, or typically what would happen is somebody out there made it and then Google scooped it up, unless it's proprietary to them. I have no idea. IBM does a really great proprietary web font called Plex, IBM Plex Sans, and Plex like serif or whatever. And it's just a really sort of gorgeous, highly readable, highly accessible font that you're free to use. Like you can just go get it. What's Apple's font? SF?
Yeah, SF. San Francisco.
Apple has a really nice font called SF that you can readily use. But anyway, all that to say, don't go crazy with the wacky fonts in Figma. I think you want to keep it to the readable ones.
You don't need to
what
be
do you got going on?
You don't need to be a design scientist to figure that one out.
A designtist, and people will say that it's like I can't pick fonts, and it's like, well, I don't know if you should pick fonts. Like, don't go look at a font and be like, that's my font. Through the design process, you're gonna try a bunch of them and compare them and set them next to each other, and through that you'll find a balance. Like, what's my title? What's my body copy?
Yeah. I will punch you right in the
typeface. Don't like pick a font. Don't like look at a typeface and go, this is the typeface for me. It's like, no. It's one of the last things you'll change in a design too. Like, shit.
Typeface. Punch you right in the typeface if you try and pull that shit around me.
I'll punch you right in your typeface.
Right in the typeface. I don't know what I'm doing with the bottom here. I keep scrolling this website and it's almost like it's generating new illustrations like by the minute. I've never seen half of these yet.
It does. It's are you talking about Undraw?
Yeah. So it's just like
Undraw uses that lazy load technology, which personally I love lazy loaders.
Yeah, totally.
I've used them before. That's when you're like scrolling a website. It's called the lazy loader, but it's like rather than forcing you to navigate away, it just loads more content. You've probably seen it when you scroll down the site and you see a little spinner and then like more content starts shooting in. Because that's what people want. Like they don't want your bullshit. They want the stuff. And if you have a content centric website and people are coming there for that, just keep giving it to them because they love it.
Yeah, don't load it all at
Pinterest
once.
is a really good example of that.
Pinterest. Yeah, you don't want to pay for that bandwidth either, so don't load it unless they're, gonna look at it. Bandwidth ain't cheap. Or I don't know, maybe it is.
Yeah, that whole lazy loader conversation gets so much more complicated based on whatever front end you're using. Like I think React, there's options in there to handle it a little bit better than like your average WordPress website that you want to do that. Like in terms of like the content loads and it pops in. Masonry.js and Isotope are both still really good libraries that are around to do this, but when you dynamically load content into a website, it can like pop and flicker, and all of a sudden your UX goes to hell because this thing that's meant to be very smooth and animated all of a sudden is jumping around. You've got two guys with this black burger, and I'm curious.
Yeah, I did. Someone put this in a placeholder at work, and it does a joke.
It's amazing.
And it stayed for months. And someone's like, "Can we please remove that burger?" It's like, yeah, for sure. We're just waiting for someone to bring it up. Like, obviously, that's not final. They were worried. They were worried. Like, I really am concerned about the burger. Everything looks great, but I'm concerned about that. Why is there a hamburger? It was hilarious. It's like, no, don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine. The burger's gonna go.
Can it go? I should have been like, actually, that has to. Ooh, we actually have finalized this already. That burger can't come out. It's a load-bearing burger.
Yeah, that's a load-bearing burger. I mean, starting a burger place here, so I feel like it deserves a place in the wireframe. What else have you got? That's pretty cool.
I know I'm overusing
Sunglasses
these.
hit people,
but
well, no, hold on. I think we want to sort of bring this up into personalize for sure. Because these are some young folks displaying a lot of personality. That's for sure. We'll get them up in there.
I'm trying to be a little cliche here.
Oh, you're gonna use them down here.
Well,
Here's how I would use them down here, as like an anchor element.
Yeah, I want a lifestyle image.
Ooh, lifestyle image.
Like,
that's better. That's better verbiage.
Like this is showing like that's kind of where the yacht is at too. It's like this is the lifestyle that you kind of already, think you have with your crypto, but now you're going to really do it. You're getting closer to being able to flex.
Those are all very good points about flexing on your crypto, which is very much what we're about at lookatmycrypto.com. But
flexing on your crypto.
I'm just going to add this red box here. So we're talking about responsive design. We need things to fit into a column. So I'm just going to make this fake column right here. And we can surmise a certain amount of things from that. But in the design, we're creating what's called like an implied line. So on either side of this column, there's an invisible line, and users can't see it, but it's sort of like what makes it feel balanced and comfortable is that everything follows that center column, that implied line. So I'm just making that red box there to make sure that everything fits. This anchor graphic that we're doing for the sign up box, this lifestyle piece, that can fall outside of that because, it's a graphic and
that can almost
it's not a functional element. If it gets cut off, fuck it. I mean, way up top, we have Look at My Crypto, like the primary brand and stuff like that. That's very important to fit in there because as that background gets cut off, in a mobile display, we know that graphic is going to fit in there. So that's great. So I'm just kind of cleaning up these edges and then we can.
I got to shorten it. I got to tighten this up a little bit so that it fits
So here's the
stream.
problem, Ian. That email box has to fit inside of that line that we've created with the rest of the text. Has to,
Okay.
because it's a dynamic element. It's gonna break your text styles because I'm a dick. Flex that crypto. Let's get some dummy text in there. Lipsum. What's your favorite dummy text generator? There used to be a bunch of cool ones. It was like this hipster
I like the.
Ipsum.
I tried to
stuff
find the
like
Moby
that.
Dick one recently, but then
That was a pretty good one. It was just text from Moby Dick.
But then I just went to the client's website and took text off their site because I knew that they would be confused otherwise.
What size is this text? I'm breaking it again. Sorry.
Mm.
Can I get in there for a sec on that box? On that sweet text box? I was a bit worried about this. Like, how are we going to design in Figma when we start literally like arguing over a text box? Like, no, can I get in there real quick? Arial, we're doing open sans. Let's go down to 16. Yeah. And then blow that line height out a little bit. I don't like default line heights ever.
They're always too condensed, for sure.
Always. For sort of a presentation or a sales presentation, maybe not for a book.
Even for a book,
send these guys to the back.
they're always too condensed. And so
Books.
another thing also is flex. What was I saying? I'm gonna move this. Get this jazz out of the way. Yeah, that's gonna come up a bit. I don't even know if this is a good thing.
I don't know. I feel like this is probably that element's probably going to come right off.
It's
screen
it's
for a
funny,
minute.
but we're doing cliche funny and not.
Crypto isn't funny, Ian. It's a
Okay.
lifestyle. That's why we have this lifestyle image in here. I'm going to get rid of that red box because we get it.
Yeah, I took the columns off because it looks bad on the stream. It looks stupid. No one
I
wants
haven't
to
even
look
looked
at
at the
those.
stream. Are people watching this? Oh, damn. This whole conversation's been going out to the internet. Did you know that?
There's no way anyone's watching this.
Some website called YourTube.
Your tube? I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
I have no idea.
I like this burger.
It's cool. It's like TikTok, but from like 15 years ago. It's like long TikTok. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm messing with your stuff.
No, I'm taking these coins. I wanted to just find a list. I wanted to find a already made logo soup of cryptos. But I didn't. Do you know how to make
that's
stuff?
not how logo soups work.
Do you know how to make things grayscale in Figma? An image?
Yep. I do, actually.
How? Effects?
So double click an image. So see, hold on, sorry.
Oh, is it?
Because the stream, double click an image and you'll get like image properties, and then just dial that saturation
there we
down to
go.
0.
Yeah. It's desat.
Which is actually kind of cool that they do that. I mean, I wouldn't edit an image in Figma that way, especially like a really nice photo that you want to work with. But for quick things like that, it's pretty cool. You can also crank that saturation and get wild with it.
I want to do this, and then I want to go. This is just. I'm going to assume no one's really going to notice this too much. What's wrong with these things? Are they not in the frame? Dog coin. What's another crypto?
I don't know.
Who cares? Whatever. This is enough.
Let's make one up.
Butt
Money
coin?
coin. Hold on. What if we started our own like crypto, but we involve like keywords that people understand? So like money coin,
cash,
probably something that someone's a lot more liable to invest in than,
like diamond coin
or whatever. Yeah, diamond coin. Yeah, value coins.
Rich coin. Rich
Rich
O'Coin.
coins. Hey, shout out
Rich
whoever took
O'Coin,
that.
you're a cryptocurrency now. You're pivoting, by the way.
We should reach out to Rich. Hey man, met you once, live in the same city. What if you were crypto? What if you were crypto now?
Yeah, have you ever considered being a crypto? I need a font that's cool. Rock Salt. Let's see what Rock Salt the font is all about.
Ain't good.
Oh, no one can even see what I'm doing.
That storied
That's horrific.
font from that famous type foundry.
Rock Salt. Yeah, it looks like it's something that would be
I
at
shouldn't
the...
dump on any font.
Actually, you know
Did
what?
you hear? What?
I'm gonna use this one. That looks kind of rich.
Is there a font called Crypto? Let's check that out. Crypto. TTF. OTF.
Hot
TTF dollar.
layer.
Crypto fonts.
Rochester. Ribeye. God, these are wretched. No. Actually, I like this one. This one kind of looks like copper plate. It's
I came
called...
across a. Sorry?
It's called Red Rose. Call this is
I
money
came
coin.
across a site right now called Gitcoin.
Gitcoin.
Earn money while building open source decentralized applications, learning new technologies, and meeting like-minded developers.
That
So
sounds...
is that like work with Git, but also we're gonna turn your computer into like a mining? We're gonna mine Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're gonna mine Bitcoin and also probably like do a DDoS attack or two from your computer.
Look at my crypto. We
Look
will
at
print
it.
your crypto. Flex that crypto. Oh my god, you're actually working on that logo soup down there. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm making a
It's a pain because eventually you just have to go look up all the logos and paste them there.
Yeah, and then
they're all different
resize them, and
sizes.
yeah. I made Buttcoin though.
Buttcoin. Yeah, okay.
So if we had something like that going on,
Yeah.
I love this stupid sunglasses. The guy's just like
Oh, it's
chilling,
great.
and she's like, I don't know what she's doing, farting or marching in a band.
She's either she's either farting or in a marching band, or she's about to do some like high kick nonsense.
Probably a high kick.
Like she's in crane kick pre-position there.
What I also find funny is that he's wearing the same sunglasses that are next to him.
Well, I'm not gonna draw a second pair of sunglasses. It's crazy.
Money coin.
It's kind of funny because if you zoom in on the sunglasses, it's more detailed than you would think. Is at that level? Nobody cares about that. Flex that crypto.
Money
Print
coin's
it.
gonna have to have a gradient. How do you do? I forget how to do gradients already. Oh, you add another fill. Yes.
It's a fill. It's like a fill property in Figma. And you just layer them until it's good. I don't think you're going to be able to put gradients over an image though. Like you can't. You might be able to, but it'll just fill up like the bounding box. Or are you talking about behind it?
Behind it. I just put it on my coin. I mean. Fun shortcut keys in Figma. If you hit the number keys, it makes it an opacity. So 7 is 70%, 6 is 60%.
Mm-hmm. That's actually fairly common through
Oh, really?
different design softwares. Yeah, that's like an Adobe thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I
they
mean,
probably
you'll find
stole
that
it from
everywhere.
Adobe. Thieves, Figma.
Fucking Figma.
It's like they invented drawing boxes. Who do they think they are?
Who do they think they even are? I like Figma. I'm getting used to it. It's hard to beat Adobe XD in terms of like this is an easy thing to sit down and work in front of, but I've also been using Adobe products for too long. Fun fact, it's pronounced Adobe.
The real way to say it.
The real look, designers out there, you want to impress your coworkers, you're at a new agency, you really want to get people going. This is how you do it. Sit down at the lunch table and you go, do you know what? It's actually pronounced Adobe.
Really,
Hey,
hey,
it isn't said like that. Let me school you on something real quick.
I'm about to do a solid.
It's called Adobe. I make that joke because I actually knew somebody in my life at one point that said Adobe.
Adobe.
And I feel like that's inexcusable.
I like to. I'm using Adobe Photoshop in Muscat du Bois Harbor.
Muscat du Bois.
Muscat du Bois.
The locals will get that.
Yeah.
We come from a.
Wonder if Ned's watching.
Place.
Ned would get it if he's watching. He's not though.
I would say that he is not.
Well, I doubt that one of the two people watching is Ned. But if it is, crazy.
So, I feel like we're probably going to come back to this design at some point because it's working. I believe in the concept, but I want to get it. Like, we need more. Like, this needs to say, like, we're going to print cryptocurrency into plastic objects and we're going to send them to you. Obviously, we take the cryptocurrency in exchange. So maybe that's an interesting part. It's free. You know, because we're just exchanging cryptocurrency here. That's not like real, that's like funny money. It's like Monopoly money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like the physical paper money that we have. That's real.
No, it's, yeah, exactly. 56 is too big for a font. I can't imagine a scenario where 56 would fit, but we're doing it.
The logo soup needs, if we were actually doing it, I would look up some proper logos. Because that'd be pretty good.
I know our subscribers are going to be pretty pissed about this one, but I hope that they will find it in their hearts to accept your logo soup.
Me too.
It's a veritable soup of logos. This is halfway to a real company. What if we launch this? Connect your crypto, personalize your print.
Well, here's what we do. We make a coming soon page and then just say we're coming. And then if enough people sign up for the email announcement, then we'll build the company. That's what they all do.
Yeah, like we'll figure out the supply chain issues later. The actual like printing of all this stuff, it's moot.
Yeah, 3D printer. That's easy.
So I feel like we've got connect your crypto, personalize your print, spend time with your crypto, and I kind of want more of like maybe a maternal image from Undraw.
We can't. Okay.
Maybe like holding a baby.
Okay. There's some. Hold on. Let me see if I'm
gonna search for mom in illustrations.
Let's see if I have anything useful here. We say crypto too much. I think we gotta kill one.
Right.
Let me think of that.
What about this?
That's better.
So here's kind of the direction I'm feeling. I'm just gonna raster it in because I'm way too lazy to open up an SVG. Do you know what I mean?
Is that just or is that like the same bird in the background, but it's not?
Could be. I think it's a plant.
Can we drop like a crypto instead of a baby? A Bitcoin instead of a baby?
Whew. Yes.
Is that, are we in hard mode?
Yeah, I might have to save an SVG and modify the vectors, but I'm gonna make it work because that's what we do here at the High Layer Show. We just make things. If I'm not making something, what am I? What do I do?
I don't want to have to answer that
I can't be
question.
enough, therefore I
That's it.
create.
That kind of terrifying, that kind of reality is terrifying to me. I'd rather just make. That's scary
Yeah, I mean
thinking.
that's what designers deal with. Every once in a while, you slip into the void, and you think, I mean, where do any of these ideas come from? I'm just making them up. What if people just find out that I'm just making these ideas up?
Ooh, best get back to making.
What then?
Ooh, that's a
Those didn't seem like
scary.
questions for people who are busy making. You're gonna want to go ahead and just make a thing.
Oh, well, let's get this picture, let's get this image in and have a look, because we're rounding out the time here.
Are we at 2 hours? I feel like we're getting better at this. It's hard to make a complete website in 2 hours, but we're pretty good.
Yeah, if I've, I was gonna say if I felt like pressure to actually produce something, I could probably really like rip it up. But I think actually the freedom and lack of pressure potentially produced much better results.
Well, we come here with a loose plan, and then it kind of goes to hell, and that's why it's fun. That's why it's fun to me, anyway. The viewers, I don't even know.
Yeah, I just,
What a bunch of nerds. Way to watch us all night, nerds. Okay, I actually went ahead and made this graphic, so I'm going to paste it in real quick.
it's capping it off here.
We use Zoom for the show, and it just heats the life out of my MacBook. Boop, boop. Big Sur, the new Mac OS makes some weird noises when you like copy and paste things. Okay, now she's clutching next to the crib. She's clutching a Bitcoin.
I like it.
Right? You know what I mean? Because we've printed the Bitcoin, you personalized your print. Now you've got your Bitcoin. You're going to want to lay it down into the crib, maybe get a rest. Rest is good for Bitcoin. Growing Bitcoin needs a lot more rest than you would think.
It's beautiful. A big Bitcoin. She has some plants though, so she knows how to take care of things. She'll be good.
Cool. And this area down here actually provides a good opportunity under that text box to put a mountain of legal copy that we're going to need to make it okay to take people's Bitcoin wallets from them.
Oh yeah, we got legal on that. Don't worry.
Make that 9-point font. Well, I mean, we started a company. Look at mycrypto.com. You're going to go ahead and send us your crypto wallets, and we're going to print it. That's actually pretty cool. That would be funny. If you got a garbage bag full of plastic tokens in exchange for your crypto, I'd be down. I would be down. You're getting that burger in there.
I just needed something because we already have this in there. But that's okay. It's not pasting where I want it to. Thank you. All right. We'll leave it there for now.
We'll leave it. I feel like we're going to be revisiting this one.
I think we could. It has potential.
Soon.
Well, folks.
Look at my crypto.
That's we're wrapping up.
Show.
But look, I mean 1999 versus 2021.
We did
what
do
are we
that.
Doing?
We did stay true to that. I'm moving that up. And did I just move that out of frame?
Perfect.
Ooh.
I mean, this is an undeniably classic early website, our 1999,
Okay.
featuring
I feel like you're
featuring
being a bit. I feel like you're being a bit sort of diminutive to my very nice website design, but that's cool.
it's undeniable with the beveling and the embossing. It's it's popping from my screen. It's three-dimensional.
That's what
It
bevel and
features it
emboss
features
is
great.
all about.
It features like photography and fun imagery, great typography, a web ring that shows
Anya web ring,
you
very
know
important. Sort of dates it, I think.
the legitimacy of this. And then today's modern website all look like this. It's got your
Every single one.
it's got corporate graphics, these corporate illustrations that we probably don't hate as much as we let on. A little a strong color, purple, I think. I don't know, I'm colorblind. And then we have our convincing statements that we need to scroll down to here, and ba-boom. Finally, flex that crypto.
Flex it.
Logo soup. Cap it off with a copyright. Look at that. Look at that, folks.
Oh, the copyright does it. I didn't see that. If you don't put copyright text in your footer, it's not a real. It's not done. Take that back to the bakery and work on it.
Yeah. Yeah, done.
All right.
There
I'm done.
ain't
This is a good one.
no party like a Hi There live every Thursday night at 8 Eastern, 9 Atlantic party. Right?
Yeah, we'll be back next week, next Thursday. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I don't know. I just kind of want to keep playing with the format here. Like, I don't know if we're gonna pick a thing or I don't know, make a new thing. But doing it differently every week has been a blast. So I definitely want to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's been great. I hope you enjoyed it. Send us your ideas, in the chat anytime. You can find us on Twitter at Hi There Tweets. And we're on YouTube. Leave us a comment. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a show. We sometimes do a little impromptu weekend or after hours show, or you never know when that could happen. Smash that like button. Right?
Oh God, smash that
Smash
like
the like.
button.
What else?
Physically hit your monitor in front of you and hit that like button. Then click it, but like symbolically, like really fucking get at it.
Get it. Yeah. We will know. And we appreciate it.
We will know. We'll feel it. There'll be like a ringing in my ear. All right, thank you so much. This was another fun week.
Great.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, friends. Good night, everyone.